From Nashville, Tennessee, inside the Noize podcast with your host, Jenna Heidman. Here's Jenna.
Welcome to Inside the Noize. My name is Jenna Heidman, and I'm your host, and I'm here with Royale Lynn.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so we start each podcast with some make some noise, stop that noise, like a good week, bad week of the last week. I can go first.
You go first.
Okay, my good week was I went home. I'm too old for this. I'm 26 years old. My mom makes us all come home for family photos still. So like, we do a Christmas card of family photos. So I drove 8 hours home to Illinois. Jeez, but that's my good week. I'm making it sound like a bad week.
That's your good week.
This is my good week. But it is a little ridiculous because I feel like we're adults now, and I have a sister that's older than me and one 2 years younger. So like, it's always a pain, but it's always nice to be home. I don't go home that often. So that's my good week. I have a little brother and sister who are 8. So got to spend some time with them. They're like,
oh, that's great.
Real humans now. They can read and like,
they're
like,
real.
Jenna, what you looking
humans.
at on Instagram? I'm like, go away.
Oh my goodness.
But that's my good week. I spent some time with them. And my bad week is I spent Saturday night at Whiskey Row and I got way too drunk. I got like 19-year-old Jenna drunk and I tried to run away. Someone tried to put me in a car to go home, and I ran away and said no.
You were on a mission.
And yeah.
That's like a great night.
And then I went home, and my door has a keypad, and I could not remember our code, and I don't have a key to our house. So it's just the keypad. And I was like, I'd been gone for like 4 days, and I'm like, what is the code? I like text my sister, my roommate. It's like 3 a.m. The next morning, like, Jenna, did you sleep on the porch?
You ever been so drunk you use your car fob to try to unlock your door?
No, no, I didn't sleep on the porch. I did get in, but I tried like at least 20 codes before I got it right.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm like, what are the 4 digits? But I got in.
You got in.
It was bad.
That's why I just, I stick with old-fashioned keys.
Yeah, see, I need to get a key. Like, we have a back door, and I need to at least get a key for the back door just in case this ever happens again.
Yes. You never know. And what if the battery stops working,
That's true, but I've also lost a lot of keys at bars in the last few years, so it's kind of nice not to go out with your keys.
I understand that. You had it in a rock outside, and then it's always home.
It's always there.
Yeah.
That's probably the smartest thing to do. Okay, make some noise, stop some noise.
Okay.
Stop that noise.
My good week would be, I guess, that HOWDY just released.
Yeah!
That's great. We have a new single out. Yeah, go get it. I think that's definitely a highlight. I've been waiting a very long time to release this song. So super excited to show kind of a vulnerable side of me, which, I don't usually do that often. So I'm really excited about HOWDY. And I guess my bad week or whatever.
Yeah, stop that noise.
Stop that noise. It was Thanksgiving in Canada, and I couldn't go home to see my family. So I guess I was super, super upset. But you know what? I have some girlfriends who put together a big Thanksgiving dinner. So.
Now, for the listeners here, they're looking at the calendar and saying it's still October.
Yes.
Do you want to explain that a little bit?
So I'm Canadian. I'm from Canada.
That's what a Canadian is.
We have Thanksgiving.
What is your Thanksgiving celebrating?
Do y'all have like
you guys
Indians?
have pilgrims.
I think it's a little bit differently in the historic what happened, but it's a time of harvest.
Okay.
So that's what they label it as, especially differentiating the 2 different countries. Obviously, you guys had your own thing.
See,
but
we were thankful that we got the Pilgrims and the Indians to get together and share corn.
And smash potatoes with their hands.
Yeah, and they're thankful for food,
Oh, yeah. Both are great reasons.
Both are great reasons.
Both are good reasons to eat a lot.
So, obviously, it gets super cold up in Canada. So, by the time it's Halloween, it is bitter, bitter cold. So, yeah, we do ours in October.
So, y'all like plant crops in January?
Yeah, like what's it like being a farmer in Canada? Because there's probably a very small window for people to like plant.
Yes. So I grew up on a horse farm, so I'm going to go out on a limb here. But
so y'all grow horses?
We grew horses. We did.
Canadians can do everything, man. Except free healthcare.
They got it.
So yeah, I always remember they start rather early. They can't do it until the ground is thawed. Right. So either way, you have a very small window, and I know a lot of the farmers are like, they really hurry to get their crops off the fields and flip it over. And I used to get in so much trouble because I grew up with a 4-wheeler, or a quad as we call it, and I used to run around the farmers' field.
Ooh.
And the amount of times that farmer came over to our house and my mom was like, you have to stop driving around in his field.
Taking food out of his children.
Yeah.
I know, literally. I get older and I'm like, oh, that was such like it was so mean of me to do that.
Yeah. I look back and we used to ride 4-wheelers a lot, like through like our dad's timber. I would be so scared to drive like I used to drive when I was like 14, 15, and 16. Like, I wouldn't get on a 4-wheeler and drive like that again.
Really? Oh, I'm a wild child.
Oh, we used to be so wild. And now I'm like, oh, I might hurt myself. Oh, I can't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah. We still go out when I go up to Canada. You know, my cousins, they all have 4-wheelers. My grandpa still has one. So I take out his now, and we go and we do like a cousin kind of quad trip or 4-wheeler trip.
Okay.
I realize you guys don't say quad.
No, we know
down
what
here.
they are. I think quads for us are like the big ass golf carts.
Like a mule or like
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
or like a,
Oh.
what else do people call them?
Gators.
Gators.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah. So our quads have steering wheels.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Mine just has a handlebar.
All right, so I'm a big Kody Johnson fan. I know you're a big Kody Johnson fan, so we're going to give our Mount Rushmore, but I'll give you one extra. So
Okay.
you get 5.
Okay.
Your top 5 Kody Johnson songs. And I have mine already, so I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh my goodness, it's so hard to narrow it down. To be honest.
Yeah.
There are so many great songs. You go first because
Okay.
I want to know.
Okay, I'm looking at my list right now, and I'm stuck on this song, and everyone makes fun of me. I listen to the song every morning because it puts me in a good mood. Number 1, or Cowboys Are King.
Oh my god, yes.
It just
yes,
puts
yes,
you in a
yes.
nice mood. Number 2, Every Scar Has a Story.
Interesting, okay.
3, Wild As You.
Yes, of course.
4, Me and My Kind.
Oh.
And then my extra bonus one is Dear Rodeo.
Oh, Dear Rodeo's.
And those are like in no specific order, but those are probably the ones like, if I could count my streams on Spotify, I probably have listened to those the most.
the most.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Are there any overlaps?
I love Me and My Kind.
Okay, I think it's just a
So-
classic, like,
Yes. It's a feel good. He's over. I switch it to the guy's perspective when I sing it.
okay, oh.
Or yeah. So like he's over Buckles, and
Yeah.
you know, as a woman, it's hilarious to switch it because there's definitely been some men that are not going back to a cowgirl after dating me.
And
They
probably
said no.
be some men that are just like not gonna go back to women.
Yeah, literally.
They're like, this is too hard.
Yeah. Definitely when you're like a wild spirit, I totally get that. So mine would be
Okay.
Cowboy Like Me.
Oh, okay.
That one's one of my all-time favorites. Even the beginning where they're chatting about, it's literally like
Yes. Okay.
it's like a TV or a radio going on.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it gets me every single time. Never Go Home Again.
Okay.
Also one of my favorites. I think it's just like that old school story that
It is a good
draws
story.
me in.
Love a story song.
Obviously, Me and My Kind.
Okay.
Is one of those. Oh, it's so hard because there's so many that I love.
How many is that? 4?
That's 3.
That's
She's
3.
got 2 more.
It's like picking which kids you like. Yeah.
I know. So I really liked With You I Am. I
Okay.
actually heard that song years ago when I was up in Canada and I fell in love with it. So definitely it's come back into my playlist because I just absolutely love that song. And I love Dear Rodeo too. One of my all-time favorites. When he sings that live, it pulls
So
me
good.
and it pulls my soul like right up on stage with him. I am literally
Really?
that is one of my all-time favorite songs.
That's a cool way to look at it.
Yeah.
I had that one time at a Shania concert.
She just
She was
pulled
like,
that
"Man, I
soul.
feel like a woman." And she just,
Pulled you right
I mean,
in.
it was like an out of body experience. Yeah.
It's so cool, especially like people who can't rodeo anymore.
That is. And it's like, I think it applies to like
more
more
just
than the rodeo. Like,
Yes.
and that's the
Life.
cool part about the song, yeah. Mm-hmm. I will say that I love Kody Johnson. I love his new album, but I don't know if I love his new single. It's
Ooh, the
Nothing on You isn't my favorite, and I feel like there was better radio songs than that one.
I feel like it brought in a different side of him,
Yeah.
and I felt that it was more of like I want to say like a jazzier side,
Right.
Of a '90s song is what it
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of, and he brought in all these writers who. had hits back in the 90s, and I feel like I know way too much about everything about Kody Johnson. I just appreciate him, and I appreciate what he's doing for country music and bringing back old writers and giving, young writers who haven't had a number one a shot to even have something on a huge record. And, I'm super... One day I really hope I get to write with him. Yeah. That would be my dream.
Is there a Kody Johnson fan club?
I think we should start, our own.
If not, y'all
They're actually...
We're going to head
me. And they were like, hey, have you ever heard of, CoJo Nation? I was like,
I'm one of the founding members of it.
Yeah, I was like, how do you mean CoJo Nation? She's like, yeah, on his website, you can pay to be in his CoJo Nation. She goes, I won meet and greet tickets just for buying this package on his website. So I go to his website and I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah. And she got to go and meet him at his Cincinnati show, and I was like, she sends me all the photos of them. I'm like,
you didn't try to get one of those tickets?
I will say, I think you might be the only one that'll actually be on board and think this is a good plan. But the guy I work for is opening 2 Kody Johnson shows in January in Kansas City, Missouri. We should go to both.
We should.
We should just...
Kansas City is not that far.
Go.
I just played up in Kansas City. I would make the drive.
Take the Noize on the road.
Yeah, take the Noize on the road.
Seriously.
Road Noize.
I love Kody Johnson too, but he hasn't been on the podcast, and I've sent so many requests that it's probably I'm red flagged. Probably.
I'm probably red flagged from every show.
It's probably actually, no, you can't. You're actually not allowed to get in 50 feet of him anymore.
They got your pictures hanging up.
Oh my goodness. See, the moment that I fell in love with Kody wasn't because he was coming back on the radio.
Right.
I liked him years ago, obviously, when I heard With You I Am, but I got to see him in this intimate acoustic setting at Acme.
Okay.
It was
Wrangler.
Maybe over,
it was a Wrangler TV thing.
Yeah, over a year ago. And it was him and 2 writers that have written with him a lot, and they've got some awesome songs. So he kind of just sat there and sang his songs, and his fiddle player was with him, and it was the most magical hour. And I sat from us apart from him, and I just was in awe, in shock. Because he was so authentic, so good, and his stories, he's like, I wanted to be a better songwriter. I learned everything from every co-write I was ever put in. Yeah, I think he does a great job of just being authentic, which is an overused word, but on stage at shows every night, I just it's something we're both love it. No, I do hope to be opening, because I know that a lot of women, we don't have a ton of women that are doing the Western country music scene, and to be in a specific genre, I really feel like I could fit in really good on, a team with him. So I'm really hoping that one day, it's my goal this year actually to open for Kody. Yeah. So I'm gunning for it. Hey, I'm coming for you.
Got it.
Just keep putting it out there. Say it and it will be so. I don't know. I saw that on a bumper sticker. Guy also had one of those, coexist ones. So I don't know.
You never know.
You never know. Okay, Royale Lynn. That was a mouthful. That said real fast.
Rolling.
That sound like roll. All right, so let's kind of just get a little bit of your backstory. You said you grew up in Canada. Kind of just give me either the long or short version of how you got to Nashville.
Sure. Yeah. So I grew up in a very small town called Elmer, Ontario. It has 5,000 people. Super small. 1 high school. No Walmart, no movie theater. We had a Subway, we had a McDonald's, and we had a diner. That was pretty much it. So I grew up in a really small town. My mom, she's had horses her entire life, so we grew up on kind of a ranch style amongst farmland, clearly, since I was ruining all the crops around. And so I really wanted to get out of this small town. I really felt my heart was just, wanting to get out of this really small town and the culture that I was so used to. So I went to university or college in your guys' language. And and I just decided that I was I want to do musical theater. I really love being on stage. I love acting, all of that. So I went off to musical theater school.
Cool.
In Canada?
Yeah, in Canada. I went in Ottawa. And I just felt like my heart was not... I really hated it. Oh. Which is crazy because I loved it all through high school, and I just found I didn't fit in where I was supposed to fit in. You go to school for something, you're this is what I'm supposed to do. And I have been writing songs since I was little. I was the Canadian Hannah Montana when I was 15. And
for real? Like on TV?
It wasn't on TV. We did shows all around, like, Ontario.
Oh, that is so cool.
So I played some of the bigger venues in Ontario as Hannah Montana than I have in my own music career.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Which is hilarious.
You might have a comeback tour or something.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I know, it was hilarious. So I got a lot of stage presence, and I learned a lot from that, kind of being on stage from 15 to, 18. And I always did all the talent shows, and I would get so nervous that my bones would just shake. Mm-hmm. So when I went to school, I found, like, I didn't want to be on stage with, like, acting-wise, production, plays, stuff like that. I really came away from that. And I started writing again, and I honestly dropped out of school. I didn't tell my mom, and I drove here. And I was like, I think I want to do my own thing and be my own artist. And I packed my super small car with one of my girlfriends. I was like, you got to come because it's a different country,
Yeah.
I've never held a dollar bill in my life, so.
What were some of the most shocking things from Canada to hear?
Oh, there's a lot of food that's not here that I do miss, like dill pickle chips.
Okay.
And, like, things that I love.
You can get pickle chips here all day long.
You can?
Yeah.
What about ketchup?
Ketchup?
It's delicious. Don't knock it till
Order
you
them off
try
the
it.
Amazon.
They probably do have it, but they don't have the brand
Heinz
that
57?
we have. No. Yeah, kind of. It has that bottle of ketchup on the
like
bag.
chips.
They're delicious.
Ketchup chips.
Oh, I thought you were asking if we had ketchup.
No.
They don't get out.
No, so yeah, it was a big transition, and I just felt like I needed to be somewhere else. And as soon as I saw the Batman building here, I knew this was home. So I did not stop, and like I had to get a visa, and I had to. Yeah, there's a lot of hoops.
There's a lot of things you got to actually do.
Yeah, so.
So did you come here legally?
Well, you're allowed to be here for, I think, up to 3 months when you're, visiting. When you just, visit into the country. So I couldn't work, and I could write, but you can't really make money. Right. So then you have to find a sponsor, and you have to find people who really believe in your brand, or I didn't want to go downtown and play, but I'm super happy that I did because, it makes you such a better musician, and how to work a crowd, you can't learn that from playing on, Demonbreun for a round. You can't. Nope. It's just completely different when you're alone. Right. And you have to entertain a crowd for hours. So I'm super happy that I got to go down on Broadway and really learn the ropes the hard way. Yeah. And try and make a living, obviously, Canadian dollar to American, I was coming in with nothing. Yeah. Just whatever I could fit in my Honda Civic.
That's awesome. Well, it looks like you're doing all right. You got,
I know.
You got a big red Chevrolet out front.
I know. That was such the biggest goal. I definitely bought my dream truck.
So. How did you find your friends or your group here and get immersed in the industry?
So one of the first, I would say I was here maybe 6 months of not really finding anyone that I really, friendship with. Until I met Baker Grissom, and him and I used to run around town like Spitfires. We used to go and drink, and we had that's kind of how I started my little crew that's now grown to everybody. And it's crazy how small Nashville is, because at first so
small.
Baker's let's go to Red Door, and now I'm we're going to Red Door. I get so excited, and it's just crazy from the relationships that you develop in the beginning and then who you have kind of now. It's just, it's nuts. I'm forever grateful that he introduced me to everybody that he did.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool cat.
Hate that guy.
I hate him only because everybody loves him.
I haven't hung out. I've seen him around, but I haven't ever.
Yeah, he's
hung out with him.
And he's not really that likable. I don't get it.
He's gonna kill me that I didn't say that.
Oh no!
Sorry, we'll cut it out.
All right, and now you have music out.
Yes.
Kind of what's been your strategy of releasing music this last year?
I didn't really know what I was doing when I first released No Saddle, I was kind of like, well, I want to release music. I want people to be like, oh, you know, I can go check you out on Spotify or whatever, because I hadn't really had that yet with songs that, like, were really me. Mm-hmm. You know, like, we release music, and then we take it down, and then we're like... And this is the stuff that I was like, this is going to stay up forever. People are going to see this, you know, until the end of time. And as long as, like, Spotify and iTunes and everything.
Yeah, as long as they're still there.
And, yeah, so when I first released No Saddle, we had, like, a great response to it. It charted at number 75 on the iTunes charts for the country genre, which I never expected. I was shocked.
That's an achievement.
And then I released Alcatraz, and we hit number 124 on the country charts. And I was just like, what are these people? Like, people must be really listening.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like, building the brand. And I think that's what was so exciting about HOWDY is, like, I wanted to change the game from what Western country music, even what I was doing in the last two singles, I wanted to go as far out as we could push the box.
Yeah.
So I worked with Aslan Freeman on it, and I was like, hey, fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. I want it to be so engorged in fiddle that you're just like, wow, I kind of like fiddle now.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, I've been missing that stuff.
I've been missing fiddle. Like, I mean, Cody is a great example. He really introduced, you know, great fiddle.
Right.
Again.
I saw Kane Brown has a fiddle player.
He's got a fiddle player?
Does he?
Yeah, I don't know if that thing's plugged in or not, but I do
just up there for looks. It's like, all right, we say he's country, throw a fiddle on stage. These people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Well, a lot
They're
of people
gonna be
use
like,
fiddle.
I don't hear it, but it's there, you know.
Yeah,
well,
I really thought about what, you know, what kind of pushes the box without getting too crazy.
Right.
Because I love Texas music, but I'm not from Texas, so I'm kind of competing with people who are like, you're from Canada, all right? Like, sit down or, you know, go home, you know? So
Be like, we got mooses.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm like, they play fiddle for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's been really different, and I'm really excited about HOWDY because it was just such a different take, and he actually did Lanie Wilson's EP as well.
Okay.
So
I really like Lanie.
As soon as I heard that EP, I was like, who did this record?
Yeah.
And I went to Aslan's website and I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. I don't know if you'd be interested. Could we have a meeting and just chat about, you know, the kind of music that I want to do and my visions? And he was like, oh, hell yeah, let's do something. And he's been fantastic. Really pushed that box.
He got back to you pretty quick, and
yeah, oh, he's awesome.
that's awesome.
So
That just automatically, like, makes it more of a warm feeling in the studio. Like, you want to be there, they want to be there kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I think the cowboy country is huge. So Alan from Artist Noize on the podcast, he makes fun of me because he likes more like pop and like maybe like, and I'm like so cowboy country. Yeah. I made him make a playlist, and we've had our other playlists up for months. Yeah. And they have like maybe 50 followers on Spotify, and it's so hard to get someone to follow a playlist. I released that cowboy country. There's like 283 like followers within like the first like 3 days. I was like, look, cowboy country is where it's at.
People love the authenticity.
Yeah.
And
you can throw in like some other, like I threw in some like not like you think of like cowboy country, but I threw some of those songs there. I'm like, I like these too. Let's stab
HOWDY,
those.
you know.
HOWDY's gonna throw it in there.
Yeah. Oh man, we gotta start monetizing that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this one, but the next one will be $4,000.
Yeah, legit. Story of my life.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. So each week on the podcast, we're going to kind of switch up. We do off-the-record confessions. So something weird or embarrassing and that, like, you can confess it's off the record, but it's really on the record.
I will have no part of this.
Mine's kind of lame this week because, like, really we do this every week, so I kind of run out of things to confess. I wrote this one down. It's not that weird. The other day I went to the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A, and I actually had on this sweater, and this sweater was, like... It's newer and, like, it's Free People, so, you know, it's kind of expensive. So I'm like, I'm really hungry. I need to eat. And I was driving home from Illinois, and I'm like, all right, I'll go to Chick-fil-A. And I was like, oh, I really want to eat it with sauce. I'm definitely going to spill my sweater. So I just took off my sweater while I drove home to eat my Chick-fil-A.
So are you trying to say you drove topless so you could eat Chick-fil-A?
Oh, my God.
You ate God's chicken
I was
topless?
like, am I going to ruin my sweater or go hungry? And I'm like, neither. I'm going to take my sweater off and eat some food.
I guess that's better than doing like the hockey thing where you throw it behind your head and you just look like you got
oh my God.
Yeah, so I just took it off and then I put it in the passenger seat and then I had like I got the grilled chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
And I like had buffalo sauce. I dumped it on there. I'm like, oh, just shake it up. I started shaking it. The lid flies off, and I'm like, no, not on the sweater. I didn't get on the sweater, but I literally like was shaking. I'm like, oh, this is a great idea. I don't have to dip it. I can just eat with the fork.
That actually is pretty.
Then I almost ruined the sweater anyway, but I didn't, and so that's my confession.
Topless driving.
Topless driving, just eat chicken, but I was really hungry.
For the Chick-fil-A.
You know, some trucker was just like, I'm having the worst day. Never mind.
Never mind. He's like, oh.
I got to the point where I finished it. I'm like, okay, I gotta put my sweater back on, but I'm driving, so like, all right.
Did you not cause an accident? Like, no one's like looking in the window.
You just look out the rearview mirror and it's just like cars exploding.
And she's just like eating the
Just
Chick-fil-A.
eating the chicken, driving along. Yeah. But I was just hungry, and I'm messy, so I knew I couldn't eat it without getting it on me.
Oh.
Wasn't going to take a risk. One of the messiest people there is.
Really?
Yeah, I don't feel like I can go on a date and eat food.
Really? Is that bad?
I feel it's so awkward.
I feel like I can't go on a date and not eat food.
But then there's like people where I'm just like, whatever, I'll just eat like however, and you can judge me or make fun of me, and that's cool. I can't cut meat.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really bad at
This
it.
confession's turning
Yeah.
into a lot of like a lot of
Yeah.
confessions. I can't cut meat. I'm a messy eater.
I used to work these Warrior Dash events, and like we all go to like dinner, like the team does after. And we were all eating one night, and I think I got like a salad with steak on it or something. And I go to cut my meat, and I'm just like happy, like in the conversation. I take my fork in my left hand, and I just, and then I just go like this.
You stab it.
And
then
everyone
cut.
at the table looked at me, and then they were like, Jenna, and I'm like,
What? Do you got to be dainty? I'm cutting a steak
and
here.
they were like, is that how you cut your meat? And I'm like,
Yeah, you're supposed to be all like...
yes, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do this right. So I went home, and I saw my dad, and I'm like, Dad, this is your fault. You cut our meat until we were like 14, 15 years old, and you ruined me for life.
Lord
Meanwhile,
mercy.
she's already like, well done.
Yeah,
Medium rare.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, you just might as well just cut out steak altogether if you're getting well done.
No, I get medium rare, but I just needed to go like an etiquette class, I guess, and learn how to cut meat properly.
Oh my
Probably a
god.
YouTube video
I
on
just literally,
it. You can learn how to do anything from YouTube.
That's true.
they like, I guess I could always be like, can I have my steak pre-cut before you bring it?
Can you have the chef cut
Just order
it for
steak
me?
tips. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like pre-cut steak.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but we'll see.
On the next date.
And the next
Lots
day,
of dance.
we'll just see. It's like gauge their reaction. Like, are they into it? Or are they gonna be like, oh?
Are they into it?
Maybe just go with a salad.
They might be into them. Like, wow, that girl cuts meat funny.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
she ain't messing around.
I'm trying to think of a confession. Something weird. I'm a neat freak.
Okay.
I'll give you two because you gave us like
Okay.
five.
So do you live alone?
I do live alone.
My
yes.
sister, I live with her, and she's a neat freak, and she hates us all because she thinks we're all really messy. When it's like we're not messy, we just might like put something down in a spot she doesn't think is right.
Oh yeah, I live alone. No. I like the cleaner things in life. You know, I like my apartment to be spotless. I don't know. Sometimes my truck gets dirty, but like it's not as bad as like some people's dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say like my
It's
dirty is
clean.
like I have one coat that's out of place. I'm just like mentally need to grab that on the way in.
I was getting the whole like outlaw vibe from the beginning, you
Until
know.
then.
I
mean, like, I don't know. Like, when I go to the barn, it's a different story. Like, usually I'm disgusting, but, like, I will have to, like,
your
leave
space
my
to be
clothes
clean.
at the front door. Like, if I'm covered in mud, which usually
Yeah.
I'm covered in dust, and, you know, I kick off my boots before I, like, enter my home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
It's kind of like you're eating Chick-fil-A chicken. You just gotta get naked.
I have never had Chick-fil-A.
Wow. Oh,
That's a confession.
That is a
Wow,
confession.
I didn't grow up
That's
near
what I
it.
said I'd give you two.
So I didn't have it until like I moved here. So I've only probably been there less than 10 times.
But, like, clearly you're hooked.
I'm not, well,
Yeah, if you're willing to
fast
drive
food on the
topless-
way home, it's like Chick-fil-A or Panera. It's kind of like my top two.
Okay.
Like I don't like to eat a lot of like,
Panera. I feel like that's, like, airplane food. Just
Yeah.
you hate me on Panera?
I don't not like Panera. I like their soup.
Okay. But I mean, if I'm like driving, I'm like, okay, Chick-fil-A or Panera is probably like my top two to get food at. And so I don't go Chick-fil-A often. So like there's a few on the way home, like in Paducah, Kentucky. So I'll stop there, get some Chick-fil-A.
She knows the exact location.
Yes.
That's the only one I really go to.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to McDonald's before, but I couldn't tell you where one is in Kentucky.
I love McDonald's.
I mean, the
I
fries,
haven't eaten
the
there in
fries
so
can't
long.
kill you. But everything else.
I feel like I had the chicken nuggets like 2 years ago, like after a drunken night, and I was so sick for like 3 days.
What?
I saw this meme that said, pull up to McDonald's. Can I get an ice cream? Ice cream machine's broken. Okay, well, can I get a hamburger? Hamburger machine's broken.
I used to work there.
McDonald's?
That was like the one thing in my small town. Like, we all had to work amongst.
She's from Canada. Like, it's probably.
It's actually really nice.
Food.
They are like good.
Yeah, they have food regulations.
And they're cooked different. A lot of the stuff isn't as like bad for you, I want to say. Like, different oils cook different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's no such
I don't
thing
even
as
like
a
the
dollar
chicken
menu
nuggets in
Canada.
Canada. That's how, like,
That's
not deep fried they are.
Yeah.
But, like, Chick-fil-A always has a massive line, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
Nah, people swear that
you
can get in and out and like quicker than anywhere else. But I'm just like, if I get in that line and I get halfway through it and I just lose my temper.
They got police officers out on the street. That's why I like go there.
In and out.
We can use our police officers for something better than Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry.
No, that's just for in case people get out of hand, man. That
love their chicken.
Oh my god. And they're not open Sundays. The only day I ever want Chick-fil-A is Sunday.
True.
Yeah.
That is
Or when it's not busy, because it's not open.
Man, you could make so much money if you just went and bought bulk Chick-fil-A on Saturday.
And sold it
at like a lemonade stand.
You can still sell outside of Chick-fil-A when people try to go and it's good. It's Sunday. You're like, wait, I got some discount sandwiches.
Yeah. Oh, these half price. You know?
Half price. For you?
Yeah.
Half price.
Yeah. You have a line. You'd have to hire all the people not working on Sundays with their own iPads. You know.
I wish I was off on Sundays.
Yeah.
I feel like my rest days are like maybe Monday afternoon.
That's it. I've always had a weird schedule. I don't know when I rest.
I don't rest. I feel like it's just go.
I'm really bad at taking time to rest and like away from things.
Like self-love,
Just,
have a bath.
Do something like that's not
eucalyptus.
Working.
Jadis is like, I use eucalyptus.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I take a bubble bath every night. Light some candles, turn on some Marvin Gaye. You know.
Nah.
I thought you were outlaw until you said that.
Oh, man. Okay, guys. This is my Ask a Guy segment, and Jadis is the guy here.
Hi.
Okay. Are you guys ready for this? I met a boy the other night.
A boy?
This is Jenna Boy problem therapy time.
Oh, I love this.
Okay. So I met a guy, and it was at a show. It was like at someone's release show, and he's friends with the artist. So like I met him, we hit it off, and he was really nice. We've texted a little. He slid in the DMs a few times.
Okay.
He's from Georgia.
Prior to meeting him or during?
After.
Okay.
He's from Georgia.
So he's watching.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
I don't know what your hand motions are over there.
Nah, it's all good.
He's from Georgia, and I would like to see him again. So, is it too big of an ask to ask him if he wants to go to the CMA Awards with me in November?
I wouldn't ask him right now.
Okay, so what's the game plan?
I would wait until like 2 or 3 days before and be like...
But he lives 4 hours away. He has to plan to take off work. He lives in Georgia.
Oh.
So he has to, it has to be like, I feel like I can't just be like...
First thing I would say is he going to be coming to Nashville often?
Maybe.
She's like, I hope.
Maybe he'll come here often.
I mean, if the conversation continues, then I say ask him maybe a couple weeks out, give him...
Okay, I mean, we are a couple weeks out. We're 1 month away right now.
Yeah.
You know what? Don't take him. Take me. I'll go with
you.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'll go. I appreciate it. I'll go.
And I felt like that's like it's a big ass.
Yeah,
but
that's not like...
Does he have to dress up,
That's not like,
though?
do you want to go to...
I mean, not like super dressed up, like nice jeans and a nice shirt.
Oh, okay.
Like, dudes can pull that off. Like, country guys, like, to wear, like, nice jeans and a nice shirt and, like, just some of your nice boots. Like, cool, you look great.
Is it, like, red carpet or...
No, I'm just going as industry.
Okay.
So it's
then,
Okay.
And maybe a few after parties.
Yeah, I would just give him 2 weeks' notice.
Okay. What do I say?
Be like, sup, dog?
No!
No?
No,
Okay.
you just gotta be like, hey.
Hey, here's the deal, too. Like, his friend will be in town, and he'll be part of the event. So, like...
Oh, double whammy.
You know, so, like, either, like... Or it might end up at, like, the same after parties, but it'd be comfortable for him to be around him. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, it might be more comfortable, and then like
Maybe.
I think it wouldn't be, like you're asking him to go to prom. It wouldn't be
that's
that
what I kind of
serious.
feel like.
You should say I have an extra ticket and like,
Yeah.
Like
I thought it'd be fun to go.
if you want to go, and then I always say, if not, it's totally cool. Like,
If not, it's totally cool, but it's not cool.
but it's not cool.
But if it's not, I'm not gonna cry tonight and eat ice cream.
But I might.
Yeah.
But I
I
feel
got
like
ice cream in the freezer ready.
if it's meant to be, though, like if he was genuinely excited to like
Right.
what you asked, he would be like, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna go."
Yeah.
But I think the worst thing about women asking men is like we just get so embarrassed if they say no.
Right.
And I don't think we should be like that.
I gotta take that part out of it. Like, if he says no, it's like, okay, cool. It's
find someone
something,
else.
like, maybe he has to work. I don't know what he does for a job. Like,
If
maybe,
he-
maybe
start
Here's
there.
the thing,
Maybe he
if
has
he
to work.
says no and then nothing else, then it's like, oh, no, this didn't pan out. But,
Yeah, but you can't
if
be
he's
upset.
like, no, I have to babysit my friend's panda, then, like, that's legitimate.
bullshit.
Yeah. Or like if he's like, "Hey, I need a month's notice at work," that's
Right.
the other.
See, that's the thing too. It's like it's on a Wednesday night, so it's not like
Ooh.
it's not like it's on like a Friday. It's on a Wednesday.
It's just sounding like it's not going to work out for him,
You never know. You just gotta ask. I
No.
feel like you
Maybe
miss
I'll just-
100% of the opportunities you do
yes,
not take.
yes, you do.
Hey, that's what Michael Jackson said.
So,
No.
so ask the guy advice. How would you feel in that situation? Like,
Oh, I would be ecstatic if anybody asked me to go to anything. I mean, for real, like as a guy, it's unless you're just a d-bag, then it's nice to be asked to go to things.
yeah, okay,
I mean, especially if it's like not a date,
right.
You
And
know?
I mean, it
It doesn't have to be.
doesn't need to
safe.
be like pressure to be a date, but like
Yeah.
just like I would like to hang
I
out
would
with
like
him
to
again.
go to something with you, and I have tickets to attend it.
Right, like I would just like to hang out. Like, you want
And
to
then
come to
if
this?
you end up, drinking too much and making out at the end of the night,
That's okay.
what's wrong with that?
That's the bonus.
That's the goal. That's the goal. No, I feel like if you just ask him, and what's the worst that he can say? No.
No, that's
And
okay.
then you go get someone else that's really hot to go with you.
And then Instagram the heck out of
Yeah.
that.
And then you're like, so you'll miss
I'm going
me.
to like hire someone.
No, I'm sure there's plenty of people who would love to, just go and hang out. Like,
Yeah.
I bring a lot of like guy friends to events
Right.
just because like it's more fun, like
Plus, girls
PBR
don't.
did a taping. And
Oh my
I
gosh.
went and
I love PBR.
I just brought my friend Rylan, my fiddle, he plays
Right.
fiddle, and we had a great time. We drank Coors Light, and then we got in there, and they're like, "You can't drink," and we're just like,
What?
"What?"
What is this?
But then we got to party with all the cowboys.
Where did
when
you
you said
go?
PBR,
Oh
I
my
was thinking
God.
like,
Because I went
I
to
will
interviews
never,
at
ever.
PBR, and it was the most incredible thing.
It was like the Thursday night before PBR started.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
And then they all went
cool.
out, and I ran into them at Luke's because I was drinking it.
yeah.
I was drinking heavily because I couldn't drink for the last 3 hours, and we got to party. I will never ever try to outdrink the Cowboys because I
Yeah.
did,
Ooh.
and I had to go to work the next day, and I was like, I've never been so hungover in my life.
Yeah.
I slept on my bathroom floor. That's how hungover. Literally the most drunk I've been.
I don't know, man. Bathroom floors get pretty comfy when you're
Oh my
sitting.
God.
After tucking them in, I was like, all right, see ya. I'll see you later. Everyone was gone out of their minds. I'm like, y'all are so
And then,
lightweights, man. Do you ever
Yeah.
drink?
Lord of mercy. They're just like these big, burly bull riders, and some
They're not that
100-pound
big.
blonde girl is, drinking them under the table.
I'm just like, let's go. No, I've learned my lesson, and I will no longer be drinking with
them.
any pro bull riders.
Nope.
Off the table.
not
There's
happening.
some kind of Royale Lynn song in there, like, I don't drink with cowboys no more.
Bullseye.
Dibs.
There you go. I'll write it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I don't write songs.
All you gotta do is be in the room.
Oh my god.
All I gotta do is show up,
Say
bring
a
some
word, get
coffee.
there.
Yeah, bring some coffee.
There are a lot of songwriters in town that do not write songs. They're just like good hangs, and they bring the
That's-
right people together.
That's what I need, like just one hit that I'm in the room for.
I feel like
Don't
we all
we
just
all?
need one hit.
Just need to be present.
Working on that Cody Johnson cut.
Man,
For cowgirls are queen.
There you go.
yeah, I could totally see you opening for Kody Johnson, though.
I would love that. And I always said, I will be super cool. Because I feel like I've been, in the same room with him.
Right.
I've seen him. I just have never gotten the chance to just be like, hey, thank
Right.
you for all you do,
Yeah.
We should just like rent out the Ryman. I mean, it's probably only like $30,000.
That's true. And then to book him, it's like another $100.
Yeah, like it's not that bad.
No.
They definitely put me into
We
some
just
debt.
need to like start a plan now, just like a movie where you find like a banker and you make them fall in love with you. I'm not going to be able to do it, but y'all could do it.
We're sending you in.
No, I'll be like the check forger.
We're going to rob a bank.
No.
I'll drive getaway truck.
Yeah, we're going to be, no one's going to spot us in that giant red Chevrolet.
Yeah, it'll be so discreet.
Yeah. Be better off in your Honda Civic.
True, I know. Poor Rhonda. Rhonda was
Rhonda
the
the
Honda's
Honda.
name.
I remember Rhonda.
She's living out her days in a field somewhere.
Oh. Okay, guys. Well, I'll update you guys on the boy. I was going to text him right now, but...
Do it. Do it. Oh my god, I live for this.
I mean, yeah.
What do I say?
Be like,
I'm like a
Say,
child.
hey, cowboy.
be like,
Just say you have an extra ticket.
So, do you have any plans for the second week of November?
Okay, let me find his
And that way
number
he's
here.
like, I don't know what's going on the second week. And I guarantee you, if he's a guy, he's not going to be like, well, that's CMA
you have
Fest.
any
I'm going to
plans?
be watching it on my couch. You know, he's going to find
What
out the
day
day
was that?
before and watch it
I
on
love
TV.
CMA Fest. It's just so much fun.
What'd you do during CMA Fest this year? Did you play a lot?
I did.
You
I
crazy?
played a whole lot. And then I played a few rounds and got to see some concerts. So it was good.
Man, those free concerts are...
It's huge. I think that's
So
great. The tourists, like, I really enjoy, you know, obviously when people come down to the bars and stuff. So it's a good weekend for us.
Man, the way to do it is get a boat, though. Like,
And, yeah.
My dad boated from Kentucky Lake down to Nashville, and they
God.
literally docked their boats like right by Nissan Stadium and stayed in town for 2 nights, and then boated back. It's like an 8-hour boat ride.
And they just, like boat, stayed on the...
You just leave them there, which my dad got a new
What?
boat, like a new ski boat lodge, and I was like, Dad, do you feel comfortable leaving them there?
There's a lot of homeless people around Nissan
Yeah.
Stadium.
God, that's dangerous.
I didn't even park my
Man.
car across the...
Right?
No, man.
Okay, what do I say?
So do you have anything going on the second week or whenever?
But you have talked to him.
I have, but like,
But that way he's going to be like, well, are you coming down here or are you asking me to come up there?
okay.
And then he'll probably say
heart's
I
something.
would say it right off the bat.
Okay.
Hey, I've got an extra ticket. The thought of you crossed my mind. Would you want to come with me?
Really?
Super low key. It's not
Go
like
with
it's.
me.
Okay.
There's going to be a few parties. Say I know that your friend or whoever's going to be there. I just thought it might be fun if you
Rose had
wanted
way
to.
more practice sitting up guys than I have.
All right. Okay.
Clearly, my dating life is going well, so you might not want to take advice from
Okay,
me.
so I'm gonna say like, hey,
Yes,
I
right
have an
there.
extra ticket.
I think you have to. If it's
Okay,
gonna like hurt your soul that you didn't ask.
It will, because then I'll be
Yeah.
like,
You have
what would
to.
have happened? And if
Yeah.
he says no, I'm not gonna be like sad about it.
I recently
I'll
just
probably-
asked a guy out that I was like, I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
I'll probably laugh about it. I'll be like, well, that one didn't work
Did not
out.
go well.
Oh, what?
No, you can't be embarrassed.
Okay. Okay, so like, hey.
Imagine being a dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, you just grow cold. Would
My heart's already cold.
you go out with me? No.
Okay, great. I'll see you later.
Okay, what do I say?
Say, hey, I don't know if you know, but CMA Fest is coming up. I've got an extra ticket. I didn't know if that's something you'd be interested in, but I think it would be a fun night. And I know your friend's going to be there, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I think that hits every nail on the head where it's like,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
he'll ask when it is.
Okay.
Or you could say it's on, if you want to get real specific, say
Okay.
it's on this day at this time.
CMA Awards are coming up and I have an extra ticket. That's where I remember.
I didn't know if that's something you'd be interested in, but I think we'd have a really good time.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good if I was a guy, or if I was that guy.
Interesting.
Cat's out of the bag.
We would have a really good time. Do you want to come?
I'd be like, I feel like you don't have to say, do you want to come? Because you're already kind of implying.
Okay.
Say,
CMA are
maybe
coming
like
up and I have an extra ticket. I don't know.
It's on a weekday,
there's something
so
you'd
I
be
figured you
interested
might
in, but I
have
think
to
we'd have a good
work
time.
with work or something.
Yes.
Just send that?
Yeah.
That-
I sent it.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Does he respond back quick?
Dating 101. I don't know if he works during the day.
See, I get super turned off from guys who text me back like that.
So right away?
Yes.
Yeah, because they're like, they
Or
have
who want to
nothing
like
else going on.
constantly, if you're texting me like every other day being like, let's hang out, I'm like, dude, I like a little bit of a chase where like,
Yeah.
like I know you don't care.
Right.
You know, and I'm just, that kind of like.
I don't know if I've really had a guy since my last like relationship that I've been like super excited about.
Ooh, I haven't either.
Like with the last guy, like I was super excited about him and like loved like hang like I don't know, like the beginning of the chase was fun, but I've never been like that excited about someone since.
Yeah, I get that. It's been years.
I've been like, and then I've really stopped like guys who like are like maybe like interested and like want to pursue something. I've been really just like, hey, we can hang out as friends, but like this is I'm not into you.
That's it. That's it.
And
that's why girls are always like, guys are so mean, and it's like, no, we're not. Well, actually, kind of, but
sometimes.
but really,
Not often.
we've been told that by you and from our friends.
It's
and
better.
it's like the guy. You probably do got a guy just sitting there going like, dang, now I gotta wait 3 days.
Yeah, but
I mean,
they have Bumble and they have Tinder and all this stuff where they can just go get, affirmations from anyone. They don't need you. Like,
right.
I find a lot of men are just like, well, if the chase is too hard,
I think dating in Nashville is weird.
I hate dating.
Like, I've been
Nashville's high school.
I've been bad. Yeah, it's
So
high school.
true.
And I've been really bad at it. I haven't had good luck.
Oh, yeah, no.
Or maybe I'm just dating the wrong people,
But I feel like everyone's here and everybody has a little bit of like a selfish tendency. And that's valid. We're all here to do our own thing and we're here to knock it out of the park.
Right.
But I feel like as an artist, you're just like, oh, well.
And it's also like, you have that to fall back on. Be like, well, I moved here for my music, not for you.
And I respect that so much.
Yep.
I'm just like, if I can get my work done and you're distracting me from that, chances are I will drop you first before
anything else.
Before even the second date if
guys,
you text me too much.
This is why I think the long distance relationship for me is the best.
It's good. But think about it. Think of every
You have to plan
weekend.
weekends, or you have to plan trip, or you have to plan time together.
You have to go there for like 2 days at a time.
But I work from home technically, so I can go there during the week. And I don't know what he does for a job. I'm not saying it's going to be him, but
we need to figure out what he does. I'm really interested.
He just hunts a lot.
Oh, cool.
I mean,
Yeah, wipe that up.
See?
You got a provider,
See it?
I wonder what he does.
And grocery bill is probably going to be low.
I'm unsure, which is...
Now, you do have the underlying thing of he likes to kill things,
I grew up in like a hunting family, and I'll go deer hunting still.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of time for it, and I
get
there's
that.
a difference between like, because I hunt too, but
He is
there's
like
a difference
hunter.
between people that like to deer hunt and people that are like, I'm bored, I'm going to go out and kill possums.
Oh no, I think he just likes like the sport of hunting.
Yeah, like tree stand.
Yeah.
No possums.
You know why?
Possums.
It's quiet.
It's cool.
We get up there and it's just like, nobody's talking.
No.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah, that's why they make those in single seats.
Yeah.
My dad still likes to sit with me. It's really cute. I'm like, Dad, I'm old enough to like sit by myself. He did one time send me and my little sister out by ourselves.
And he's sitting on the
I was
other
probably
side
in high
of the
school,
woods
so I
and
was
he
still
could hear
living
you
from
sitting
home.
there like,
Goodness. All I remember is like going out to the back of the woods and gutting all the deer.
Yeah.
That's like a very big memory I have from home.
I went, like my dad had a best friend, he had a son, and his son was like 4 years older than me, maybe 3. And we went and sat on a deer stand one time because my dad didn't have time and I was too young to go by myself. So we're sitting there and my dad comes to, that wasn't him. I just got really sad. I was like really scared.
It's not mine.
But I was hunting with Andy and we were sitting there and I'm like, okay, I got it. Like in the scope, I got it, Andy. And he's like, okay, cool. And I kick back and the scope hits me in the nose and I'm bleeding. So then Andy grabs the gun and he tries to shoot the same deer. The scope kicks back and he has a circle on his forehead.
No.
My dad picks us up and is like, what happened to you guys?
no.
I'm like, we had bad luck.
Oh my god.
I was scared of like
Never
a scope
heard
and
of
a
that.
gun for like the next year and a half.
Well, yeah.
Because it hurt so bad.
No, you probably had like a broken nose. And it was like on the bridge of your nose
It's
too.
like right there. And then he was bleeding from
Oh
the
my
head with like the entire
God.
circle. Like, because he just like grabbed the gun and was like, I've got it.
You know, it would have been like totally different if he hadn't have got that circle in his forehead.
Right.
Because your dad been showed up and been like, what did you do? You know?
Yeah, but...
So, you know, he did that on purpose. He was like, all right.
I got him. Dad's gonna ask.
Dad's gonna kill me if I don't get hurt too.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's like, but it looked like it hurt on the nose, so I'm going to do it on the forehead.
Oh, my goodness.
Right, because he was smart enough and, like, it had more experience that it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
That seems a little fishy. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should ask him about that now. No, we're grown adults. Oh, man. Okay, well.
We're at 50 minutes.
We can,
No response yet?
No response. Yeah, I'm, like, over here, like,
It's probably hunting.
I say we got to give it at least 10 more minutes.
I told Jess when I got here, I'm like, I am so full of anxiety today. I don't know why, but I've been, like, shaking since I woke up to work out, and then I drank a giant coffee, and I'm just like...
What is in that thing?
So
sugar.
This is... No. Yeah, the sugar-free vanilla. They can't do sugar-free sweet cream, though. But this is the pumpkin cream cold brew with 2 shots of espresso.
The pumpkin?
And,
I drink my coffee black, and I have Timmy's, and I have mountain coffee, and I brew it at home. I never buy it.
Yeah.
I'm so bad. I don't love the Keurig. We have a Keurig.
Oh, I don't like Keurig.
Those things are so garbage.
I like a pot of coffee.
Yes, I like a pot.
That's what we got out there, man.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
But I am, like, on this new kick of these appliances. They're called Smeg. And these Smeg appliances, I really want the toaster because we don't have a toaster at our house right now.
Was it, like, solar powered or something?
It is. No, it's just really cute.
How many pieces of toast does it get?
So you can do 2 or 4, but I can only afford the 2.
Oh my god, I can only afford it 2 as well, and my bread doesn't even fit in it.
Because it's $159.
What?
For a toaster?
Go to Walmart. Go to Walmart, buy a white.
But the 4 slicers, $200. I can afford that.
No.
I gotta wait till Black Friday.
What is that thing? Connect to your phone?
It's so cute.
It tells you, like,
but I really want the
time
better
you wake
print
up.
your face.
I really want the coffee
thing.
machine too, which is how we got on this conversation. But it's $200 as well. But look how cute it is.
Dude, go to Walmart, get you one of them white.
I am convinced I'm gonna have this toaster.
That one. Look at that one's $30. It's almost the same.
Oh yeah, it is.
I want
and
the
it toasts
snack.
bagels.
It's kind of like the knockoff version of what you want, but it's
Oh yeah, man.
I want the
almost
nice version.
$200 cheaper.
You can buy the one that was made in America or buy the one made in
Look
China.
how cute it is. And I'm not like.
Do you like retro things, or you like a retro?
Yes, but like our kitchen, it would look really good in our kitchen.
There ain't nothing that would ever make a man buy a $200 toaster.
There's a $250 blender that they have as well. I just want the whole set.
What? No, you
I don't even own
do
a blender.
smoothies and
Look,
stuff
and
like that, though. That makes
you get
sense.
the toaster and the kettle for $309.
What is that thing doing?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Y'all just wait. You can come
I
over for
can't
toast one
talk
day.
though. I get like
That's
I go and I
car
get
payment.
antiques.
See?
I'm like a big like.
Yeah, but even if you bought an antique toaster, it would
It
still
would still be cheaper than that.
If I was like, I have a friend getting married and I keep sitting here, I'm like, you should register for this toaster. And she's like, no, Jenna, that's stupid. We registered for a $50 one and that's too expensive already.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No, when you're registering, dude, register for the craziest shit you can get.
Because people buy it.
People will buy it, you know?
Oh,
And
so true.
see? Well, I don't know. I just really like the toaster.
If it's gonna make you happy every single morning, you should do it.
And I don't eat toast that often, though.
It better like pop
But-
out with a smiley face.
Literally,
on
your
it.
face better be on it.
I'm waiting till Black Friday.
I bet you Jesus
we'll
gets printed
see.
on that
Yeah.
every day.
Dude, you can make a mint, like if you had a toaster that
could.
printed Jesus.
No, it does. There are toasters that print like your face.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I was like, it better print that.
Well, you know,
3 laser
You know what? We
printing
all have our
toasters.
things. Like, I spend a lot on, like,
Yeah, like, you don't-
Western wear. Like,
See?
I really...
what are your favorite stores to shop at for Western wear?
So, I honestly love Boot Barn. I think Boot Barn
love
has
Boot
a
Barn.
great selection. I do get a lot of stuff, like, online. Like, I'll look at different brands. Like, I love Wrangler, and,
Okay.
like, I feel like I'm wearing, like, a piece of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
You gotta holler at Boot Barn for like a sponsorship.
Dude,
I
I
mean-
know. Have you met Boot Barn Ken in town?
no, I haven't.
So I went to the rodeo and worked the national finals rodeo in Las Vegas last year. I'm going back this year.
I'm going to be on the video that they play in the beginning because I was at that taping.
Really? Yeah.
Just look for me behind all the cowboys in the shoot.
Yeah, okay. But I worked at the Boot Barn
Oh, cool.
while I was there at Cowboy Christmas. I worked for Rock and Roll Denim, and I was a jean rep. And so you go, it's awesome. Like, you get to go to Las Vegas for 2 weeks, And yeah,
Dude, I'll sell
and
I've never been to Vegas.
They pay for your flight. They pay for you to work each day and give you a per diem, which the per diem doesn't cover your food, but that's fine.
It does if you go to McDonald's.
You get paid to go there though. But
True.
you work Cowboy Christmas, and I got stationed in the boot barn, and like they had different stores,
Yeah.
but like the boot barn had like a rack of the men's jeans, so I was selling men's jeans, and I was terrible. I'm going back this year, but like I'd like, you look like you like rock and roll, and the guy was like, no, I'm here for my Wranglers.
Oh my God, you're like, never mind.
So I made good friends with all the Wrangler reps too.
Yeah.
But Boot Barn Ken was there, and he like is this guy that walked around and looked important. Like he wore a hat and just looked like he was important every day.
Yeah.
And so like one day he said hey to me, and I was like, you just walk around looking important, but I don't think you really do much. I was like, you just walk around and you act
Are you guys
like
still
you're
friends
important.
after that?
And he was like,
So the whole story is, if you do meet Boot Barn
No,
Ken, do not name drop
No.
Jenna.
no, and so he was like, I don't know, we like started like making fun of each other, kind of like whatever. And I was like, because like I didn't have a belt, like I didn't have like all these girls like rodeoed in college that I worked with, and I went more for the music side because it's great music there.
Yeah.
And so like they were all making fun of me because I'm like, I don't even own like a belt. And so like
Really?
like the Boot Barn people were like selling me all their stuff. I bought like so many Wranglers while I was there.
Oh
Oh
man.
my goodness. These are Ariats. I really like them actually.
But Boot Barn Ken and I, like 4 days in, he's like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Nashville. Where are you from? And he's like, Nashville. I'm like, no, you're not. I know everyone in Nashville.
Oh my God.
He is from Nashville. We've hung out since, and we did like a Aaron Watson ticket giveaway at the Boot Barn, and like partnered with him for the podcast and stuff. But he's great. He runs like corporate something Boot Barn, but like in-store giveaways and shows and stuff like that. He's in charge of. And
I need some new boots.
I would
got
love-
holes in
he's
these.
great.
I mean, Boot Barn's great. They have everything.
I got 40% off the Boot Barn while I was there too, so I stocked up.
Oh yeah.
You think you still get that?
Well, yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
need some new boots.
Yeah.
I need.
Oh,
And
we
I'm
could
going
do
back-
that. We got 3 people here right now. We could buy
We
one
have
pair
the
and get
power.
2 free.
No,
those are
So-
knockoff.
Yeah, they're knockoffs.
Crappy boots.
Right now, this is really bad. I'm really into like have you guys ever used Afterpay online when you buy something?
No.
So like Country Outfitter has it,
Okay.
but you can buy something and like revolve like for dresses and stuff. But you can buy something and like you only pay $20 a day, and then like the next payment comes out in 2 months, the next payment comes out in 3 months. But it's not a credit card. Like it breaks it up. So like,
It's like layaway,
so
but
these
on the
boots I have
internet.
on now, I got from Country Outfitter.
Dude, I literally have those boots.
Do you?
Ariat sent me those boots.
I accidentally ordered like the wide calf, but I kind of have big calves and like cankles almost. So like
I love
it
those.
works
Don't
out
you like
better.
them? I wore them
I feel like
yesterday.
they're super comfortable.
I'm doing a boot giveaway actually.
Oh,
so
those
I
are
got
cute.
these on
Oh, I like
right
those.
now.
But
Snake skin.
Snake skin.
so I only paid like they were on sale, so they were normally like I don't know how much they were normally, but I paid $107 for them anyway.
Okay.
Like they're cheap.
Damn.
They're not cheap.
I got them like years ago, like
Okay.
2 years ago. So
But
still
I
wear
only
them.
had to pay like $39 up front, and then they ship them like, and then you like break it up over 4 months. And then that $39 just comes out like on the month, like,
as they do it.
on the 22nd of every month. So
That's
instead
pretty
of
neat.
fronting
Actually.
that money, or like
Yeah.
I don't have a credit card, so
Yeah.
like, instead of fronting that money or getting a credit card, like it's broken up, so I don't notice it coming out as opposed to like dropping
Buying
$300
Yeah.
on boots.
I know.
Or a dress
And you
or
don't
something.
get hosed by a credit
And it
card.
goes my credit card, so like it just comes out, and then like if you happen to be poor, because sometimes I am, and then you don't have the money in your account.
But you still want to spend
But
it.
it gives
And you
you
still need boots.
Or like if it tries to take it out and you don't have the money in there, it gives like a 7-day grace period to get the money in there.
Oh my god.
So like
Really?
So they just want you to have their products,
Yeah.
essentially.
But it's nice because
That's Country Outfitters?
Country Outfitters does it.
Yeah, we need to holler at them.
I just did like they gave me like $350 to I kind of got whatever I wanted from their website. So I went like
yeah.
Idlewind. I got a new pair of boots, but they're for the barn. I really needed
Yeah.
like, a pair of, like work boots.
Yeah.
So I got, and I'm super happy with them. And my soles are falling out in my favorite pair of Justin boots. And it's devastating.
You gonna have them resold?
I don't know
There's a spot
because
in Murfreesboro that does it for like $20 a boot.
I would like to. I don't know. I'm still torn on what to do because I do like the new. I like
Yeah,
the
I mean, if they're
seasons
kinda-
change and you go through your boots and
Yeah.
we're not like men where you don't really notice your boot, but I wear them over top of my jeans a lot. So people are like, "Oh, well, you've had that boot
yeah.
for like 20 years."
Yeah. I need to get, so I have like short area boots that I got at the rodeo last year that I really like, and then I got these that are kind of like medium height.
And those are Ariats.
Yeah, I need some like tall ones.
Oh yeah. See, my calves don't fit in the tall ones.
Okay, I
have to cut them down the back just to get my calf in.
I've never put on a pair of anything that's not a regular
Tight
pair
up
of
there.
boots.
Yeah, no.
Which y'all are talking about calves, like you're 100 pounds and you're a kickboxer. I don't see either one of y'all having big calves.
have big calves.
Big old thing.
I like try to do jump programs and calf raises to get more calf ankle definition, and I don't think it's in my genes.
I mean, I can 100% relate. I got freaking tree stumps for legs. But, I mean, it does not matter what you do. You can do 1,000 calf raises, and it's just
You're still not gonna get them, which is kind of
Man, I gotta meet this. What is
Ken.
it? Boot Barn Ken.
Boot Barn Ken.
You gotta introduce
He walks
us.
out like he's important. Yeah.
I would like to be important
It's
too.
gonna be so funny when I'm back at the Boot Barn this year. Well, it was funny because afterwards he's like, we talked about like what I've been doing, and at the time I was freelancing everything, so I didn't have a full time job, and I was just freelancing and doing a lot of events and stuff. And the Wrangler guys, it was like the CFO of Wrangler. They all worked the Cowboy Christmas floor.
Oh my goodness.
And so they're like, hey, Jenna, like, you're almost 26. You need health insurance. We have some Wrangler jobs opening up in Nashville if you want to, like, work for us. And I'm like, honestly, that sounds like it'd be fun, like, to go in the store and train people on products. But I'm like, that's not really what I want to do. But if I need a backup plan. But then Ken was like, I'd hire you at the Boot Barn, too. I'm like, would you? I'm like,
Man.
I was like, I've only sold, like, 3 pairs of jeans.
You got jobs for days.
And then he was like, well, maybe you could be, like, the greeter.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't even, like, work like that. I have to do music.
Yeah.
So, like, I would love to go in there and, like, work at Boot Barn, like, once a week.
Right.
And get those deals.
Right.
Like,
It just
I already
doesn't
spent
work
so
for
much.
creatives to clock in. Like,
Yeah.
No, yeah, it doesn't. I mean, even downtown, it really takes it out of me.
Mm-hmm.
You do 4-hour shows. It's just me and usually one other person, or just me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, I've been really lucky with brands, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
Ariat was super supportive. Justin has been, like, they will blast my singles on their
That's
Instagrams.
awesome.
Like, it's just, they've been great. And, like, my cowboy hats are all custom made for me, too, from Rodeo King.
Oh,
so,
man.
Dang.
and they're, like,
Well,
I
you
will
got,
wear
you
them
got
until...
a good,
I
good
really-
following.
Good noggin? No,
No,
I'm
no.
just kidding.
I
Yeah,
really
you got a big head, but
I know,
yeah,
I do.
small hat.
I need to go get a custom hat. I want to go to Cameron in Waco, Texas at Standard
Oh, cool.
Hat Works.
I have never been to Texas.
I think we have to go.
I am going. Do you want to come?
Yes, I do.
I'm going in
I
January.
love Texas.
I'm playing in Dallas on
Okay.
Friday, and it's only an hour.
Okay.
And then I was like, I'm going to explore, like, Fort Worth. I want to
Fort
see
Worth's
the
awesome.
stockyards.
Yeah. When?
Yeah.
When?
January 31st.
Okay.
It's gonna
end
be
of the
like
month.
Sisterhood of the
End of the
Traveling
month.
Pants.
Oh, my God. We could
Sponsored
just
by
pack the
Wrangler.
truck. We'll go.
Okay.
I've already covered hotel.
Oh man.
I'm down.
Oh, my God. Let's
See, that
do
was
it.
so much
January
easier than
31st.
texting that guy
Just
about
get
seeing
ready for
Mayfest.
pictures. 'cause
Wow. He still hasn't responded, so.
I saw that you can ride a steer.
He's at work.
Do you think he works?
He has to work.
You guys.
Right? He wouldn't be friends with your
He's
friend.
either at work or hunting, and either way, he's not texting you back.
Either way, he's like,
He's
I'm
probably
good.
trying not to be needy. Remember I told you I hate it when guys are like, hey, right when you're like, hey, what are you doing? They're like, nothing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool.
Nothing,
I
just
don't
waiting on
care
you to text me
anymore.
all day.
Yeah. Like a
Yeah.
dog waiting at the door.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated later today. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have to like
He'd be
insert
stupid not to text you back.
a like addition to the end of the podcast.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
update, guys.
I did, you should, because I will be
It'd
curious.
be like the end of those true crimes where it's like, update, we found the killer.
yes. Update. It's a no go.
Oh my god.
Currently searching for a new date.
Yeah. And if anyone resumes, send it to this
Please,
address.
yeah, please submit yourselves now.
It'd be great.
I think I'm fun.
My mom says I'm great, so.
I actually did have dinner with a guy friend, and he's married, and like we're going out. And he's like, "Jenna, how's your dating life?" I'm like, "I don't go on dates, really." I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't. I'm like,
Dating's hard.
I just, yeah. I just am not really intrigued by anyone right now, or like into
I
it.
know. Cuffing season is upon us, though. And all the boys are wiping up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I really need to, like, I need
Yeah,
to
it
cuff
gets cold
this
in the
season.
winter.
It gets real cold.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but he was like, "Jenna, you're fun. You're like, if this was a date, like I'd be having a great time." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Thank you."
You're like, thank you, you're married, but
I
thank you.
think I am fine.
I don't know from experience because I've been, like, I started dating my wife as soon as Tinder came out. And so, like...
Oh,
like
did you guys
smart-
meet on Tinder?
No, like...
So you
like,
didn't
I
realize-
had a
you didn't even
smartphone,
do
we
the
met in
Tinder
real
thing.
life. And,
miss meeting in
and so,
real
like,
life.
I've never done the Tinder thing, but I feel like it just killed going on
I
dates.
try to meet. I don't use Tinder, and I don't use. I've been on one Tinder date, and it was like 4 years ago. And now the guy sells like prepackaged workout meals at like NutriShops, and I saw him at our gym the other day. And I was
What a
like,
lost opportunity.
I was like, "Wow, you turned out really great."
I feel like I find everyone's boyfriends on Bumble.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man,
And then I'm like, ooh, you have to be a good person.
Oh, no, that's my old account.
Yeah,
no,
that's the biggest
that's
It's
one.
like active 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
You're
if your
like-
location is on,
Yeah.
normally you
So
either have it on
sketchy.
your phone, even it like I hardly use it, but if I'm like on there, the first things I see are people's boyfriends, and I like immediately I'm like, oh my
What
god.
the heck?
There was one person that we know mutually that was found on Grindr.
No.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You have to tell me later.
What? Was it
No
a joke
way.
or was it
No
real?
way. It was real.
It appeared to be active.
Oh my god.
I will.
Is it someone that I would never expect?
Yeah.
I
Oh
will
my-
say
From
like.
Broadway.
Really? Okay. I'm interested.
I will say like.
I'm not in the business of blasting people, but
No. Tell me that.
I was like, I was floored.
Were you on Grindr? Is that how you found
Yeah,
it?
like, how did you find that? Like, that's
I was
that's
floored.
the
I was
real
like, there's no
question.
way he's on here too. You know?
Man, I don't think there's anything wrong with using dating apps. I just think that you have to be really smart about it, and I do feel like it's a very unsafe thing to be meeting up with people that you really don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
What's that meme that was like in the 90s? It was like, don't talk to strangers and don't get in their car. And now it's
Yeah.
like,
It's like we're
2018
encouraging our kids
Uber.
to get in Ubers with strangers.
Yeah, exactly. Even like I get so nervous even in Ubers. Like
I do too, and especially like going home at night after I've been drinking.
you never
Dude,
know.
if I was a girl, I would have guns on me everywhere. I would take a gun to the shower.
Like my
Yeah.
Uber, like especially like where I live right now, it's like kind of confusing, and we live on a dead end, and so like they always go on the back street and don't get like the Uber location.
Oh, that's scary.
So I have to make sure I'm like aware enough, sober enough to tell them where to turn and how to get to my house. So
Yeah.
otherwise they stop and like get out. And I'm like, that's not my house. And they're like,
Yeah.
well, how do I get there? And I'm like,
I told you it's in the Uber.
Yeah. I put the address in.
it's in there. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay. Well, there's no update on the text message.
No update.
Let's see. It was only sent at 11:48 a.m. It's 12:10 now.
Okay, so he's had 22 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
I mean,
I think that if he would text in
I think
within 30 minutes, then
I
he's
don't
kind of
know.
on the Royal Lynn, like, out the door train. Like,
I don't know though, because I get texts and honestly I'll look at it and then I'll be like, I need to respond to that.
I do
and then
too.
2 hours later I'm like, oh my god.
But I also
the best thing I ever did was turned off read receipts.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
Oh, I don't know.
His aren't
those
on.
Yeah.
But I know some people who are.
Yeah.
I like to just stay and
then
like,
I know-
like you don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
But also like we're all so busy that I can't keep up
Same.
with text messages all day. I just
But don't lie, we all sit on the couch and we'll be like, I'm busy. Like,
I'm on my computer all day, like for work. So
I'm
like
home with my cat. I can't come out.
my texts come up. So sometimes I'll like reply creepily fast, and then other times like I won't reply at all. And it's like
Yeah.
one or the other extremes. Like didn't even reply to my message in 7 days. I'm like, oops.
Like sending me the address to here.
Dude, I had a dream about that last night, like a
she said
nightmare.
it.
Well, I checked in.
And I was like,
'cause I was like,
I know, like, I forgot to do something this weekend. And I, like, had traveled home to
You're with
Illinois.
me.
I drove back, and then I was like,
yeah.
what am I supposed to do? And I went to bed last night, and you were in my dream. Like,
I'm so happy that you're dreaming about me.
Yeah.
maybe that's what the anxiety started today.
But when I sent you that text, I was like, I'm up early anyways, always. So,
Right.
like, it's not an issue if you just let me know
Yeah.
tomorrow. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not going to wake up at 10
I
and
wake
be
up.
like,
I wake up at like
no.
6:07 every day, so I waited a little before I
6:07.
replied. I think because I didn't want to like overwhelm you.
6:07.
oh my god, no.
Like,
If you would have responded, I would have been like, oh. Like, I was up at like 7:30.
yeah, I don't like
Did you say 6:07?
6:07.
Is that because like 6:05
Every day.
is just too
I
much?
don't like
and so
05.
you
I don't like the hour. Like it was like 03, 07. My
Bizarre.
first alarm goes off. I usually
you-
get up at like 6:17, and then I have to leave the house by 6:30 to go work out.
You might be onto something.
Oh, okay.
And then I work out from 7 to 8.
yeah.
And like I try not to like be. That's like my hour of like not being on the phone. But like sometimes I like have emails that I know I
Yeah.
need to like.
To do
Yeah.
early. See, I feel like I always am out late because you have to be around. So you have to. So it's really hard for me to make. I have to drive across town to get to my gym.
Yeah.
I can't just like walk down to my building, which I hate.
Same. But like I can sometimes go to the 8:30 if I am out the night before.
Ooh,
but I try
pushing
to.
it back.
I try to make it
Bad
like.
girl.
If I don't go by 10
priority to
a.m., I won't go to the gym.
Yeah, I won't go at night. I don't
No.
know. I wish I liked. I used to go at night all the time, and now I'm like, eh.
Makes my stomach like turn.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm more of like a morning. I love my morning though. Like I have to have my coffee. Mm-hmm. If I know I have to be somewhere, I'll make sure that I'm like doing my routine in the morning before I have to leave.
Yes.
Because there's nothing more than having anxiety being like, did I turn the stove off? You know, like,
yes.
And I get so nervous because I'm like, if I'm too quick, I'm just like, I have to go home and check.
Right.
And like, I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. I'm probably crazy. We all know I'm crazy.
Well, that's pretty aware.
But yeah, you should come to Texas.
Yes,
Oh my God.
I'm seriously down.
Seriously,
I love
come.
Texas. Are you driving?
Yeah.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah, we'll leave in Clifford, which is my big red truck.
You got, oh my gosh. I'm never going to be able to see that truck and not think Clifford now.
I know.
We have to go to Whataburger, and we have to go to Buc-ee's and get the best snacks ever.
Okay.
And
I'm so excited. Like,
You
when
got
I
your own
booked my
personal
first...
tour guide now.
I know. And I need someone to show me around. And I want to go to, like, Miranda Lambert's bar. She has one in Dallas.
oh, I didn't know that. I haven't spent a lot of time in Dallas. I spend most of the time in Fort Worth when I go.
Well, we're going
Or
to
like
Fort Worth.
Arlington, like where the stadium is, the Cowboy Stadium.
We're going.
But like,
We're going. I'm so excited. It's like, I haven't been able to book a show there. And I don't know why people, like, I don't know if they're just like, you're from Nashville or like, you're from another country.
It's probably
you know?
you're from Nashville.
hit me up.
I know.
Because you know that everybody is
Yeah.
hitting up. And plus, Texas is like a very built-in.
It
They're
is.
their
Are
own-
you playing acoustic or full band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Acoustic, just me for the hour, and it's ticketed. So I already have
cool.
a following that has
Perfect.
purchased tickets.
That's
and
good.
so yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. I'm excited.
And Dallas is, I've never been to Texas, but Dallas has probably got, good tourists.
Yeah, I will say, like, I work with a lot of venues in Texas, and it's mostly door purchases.
Yes.
And day of.
Yeah, I'm
So what you're
hoping.
saying is more venues for Royal then.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
I would
can
love
I might know
that.
some,
book some more shows
Yeah.
between now and
I
then.
would love to break Texas. I
and
think
like
that it would
maybe
be
some
great.
opening slots for some of my friends down there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. I can
Let's
hook you up.
make it happen.
I got all
my
the.
goodness.
I talk to Texans all day, every day.
We
and-
will wear our matching boots. Yeah. I read a lot of westerns.
Okay.
They're like my absolute. It gives me inspiration when I can't be on the farm every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I get one day a week where I can go to the farm.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can't pack my head with, like, oh, well, we're doing, like, a trip with horses across, like, the desert. Like, I don't get to do
Be
that.
able to,
Right.
To be able to,
You
like,
know?
write about that, too. It keeps you
Keeps me-
inspired. Yeah.
There's always a hot cowboy on the front. So.
Always.
I got asked to do a couple of those book covers. But I was
You're
just
probably
like,
on the one I'm reading right now.
Yeah. I think it is. Is it Cowboy Jack?
Yeah, washboard abs, you
Yeah.
know. You can
Yeah,
eat
they
off them.
actually photoshopped
Yeah.
my
You know what?
abs.
I thought that was you.
Different skin tone. It's a different face, but it's my body.
Oh man. Okay. Where can everyone follow you and get your music?
So you can follow me on Royale Lynn Music. Royal has an E. Lynn does not have an E. A lot of people get those mixed up. And you can follow me on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, pretty much wherever you get your music. I know YouTube, we have a lot of cool stuff coming out. We actually have a video for Howdy that will be dropping.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
exciting.
I'm super excited. I'm a terrible actor, so just let me know what you think.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm
it'll be
I'm
dropping
excited for
soon,
that.
so I'm super, super excited. Ray's Rowdy is going to be exclusively pushing it for 24 hours before
They're
we
great.
release it.
I love
so-
Nick
Even
over there.
better.
Yeah, they're great. They've been so supportive.
Are you
so.
going to be
awesome.
doing the music video like as soon as you release the single too, or?
I think we're gonna wait a week or maybe
Kind of
two.
give its own little life.
So the thing was, I realized people put out music videos kind of maybe a month after the single drops. I've
Okay.
kind of been researching it a little bit. And I realized that I did not want to put the same song with the video because I wanted people to get a different experience. So we did a whole acoustic track to do the video
Really?
to. That was completely different.
Ah, that's neat.
An incentive to go check out the video.
Right.
You know, in the video it looks so badass. We
The acoustic
we used
version.
Clifford out there. My
Nice.
my Chevy, yeah, we used it and
So
it
you
looks
just shot
great.
that then?
We just shot it, yeah. Maybe a month ago, I want to say, and then I finished it up Friday with the videographer.
Nice.
Graywood is doing everything.
Okay.
He's been beyond amazing. So
Nice.
super excited. So go check it out. Royale Lynn Music on pretty much every platform, including my website. So
At Royal with an E, Lynn without an E.
music.
And we're recording this podcast today from the Sawmill.
That is correct. In the heart of East Nashville, Tennessee. Sawmill is Nashville's newest premier spot for songwriter development and coaching, different things like that. We're also going to be hopefully doing a lot more of these podcasts out of here.
Yes. And I'm Jenna Hydeman, and this is Inside the Noize. And thank you guys.
Hey, bye.
There's a grizzly can on my nightstand. You know Camo's his only brand. The coon dog sitting on my back porch. His cowboy boots are